Jimmy, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, guys? How are you?
We are
Good,
good.
man.
So as you know, we had your song "Wasteland" up in the grudge match tonight, going for it. It's going for its second win, and we'll know at the end. We'll know at the end of the show. I just happened to be glancing over your right shoulder there and looking at your wall there. I love it. I see Incredible Hulk and Captain America and Thor, and that's some good stuff there, man.
Funny thing about that is that's kind of like my little home office area. Do some like mixes and
right.
Send out some spam emails and stuff like that. Fish people if I can. Whatever.
So let's talk about Gears for a minute. And I think you may have heard me last episode. At one point, when I first got introduced to Gears, a friend of mine was playing guitar for you, Jack Andret.
That's my dude.
Formerly of Uncrowned, and then he joined up with you guys. So So it's been a few years that I've kind of seen what you guys are doing. But you guys, when you released Wasteland, you came out with a banger, and I'm telling you, the stuff you had before I liked, and this is just, I don't know, it caught my attention so quick by hearing what you guys had going on. So tell us what brought that transition from Gears. Are you guys still based out of Miami?
Yeah. We'll always consider Miami home because I lived there and Chip lived there and the original guitar player was from there. That's where we first got kind of in a room together.
Right.
So that'll always be home to us. Well, one of them, fortunately we've kind of lived all over. So we got lots of hometowns to go
Absolutely.
visit and, places that you play over and over kind of become hometowns. So it's cool that way, but yeah, we'll call Miami home for, as long as we're a band. Cause I mean, that's where we started it all.
Awesome. So so from when I first got introduced to you guys to now, what do you think is the big difference between what you guys were doing and what you're doing now? Or is there a difference at all?
Man, a lot of people say that what the cool thing about this band, a lot of people say that every time we release something. And when we started this thing, way back when, it was, we just wanted to write the songs that we wanted to write and we wanted to play the music that we wanted to play. So it's like, as people might be looking at it, they look at a band and say, oh, they're evolving their sound. It's like, yes, we're evolving the sound, but it's also stuff that we don't go in and say, hey, we're going to make a rock song, or, hey, we're going to make a heavy song, or, hey, we're going to make a fast song. Hey, we're going to make a slow song. It's all about, just kind of doing what we feel. And, I mean, who knows, maybe one day we'll feel like doing a polka song. I don't know. Maybe that comes out. I don't know. But it's
That'd
like,
be cool.
We like, that's the one cool thing about, being in a creative, medium is you can kind of do what you want to do if, and hopefully people like it. I will say that, there hasn't been any kind of negative response on anything that we've really ever put out. There's a couple, you get, when you release and you put your, stuff out on the press outlets, there's always the trolls that come out, which is personally my favorite part of release day, is seeing that. But it's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool to be able to do what you want and then have people like it too. I think we're very fortunate in that way.
I agree. So what is so if somebody wanted, and I don't know who reached out to me about this or who's asking this, but if somebody wanted to, let's say, talk about booking you guys somewhere, who would they reach out to?
Well, I mean, honestly, they could just reach out to me. I'll do it for now.
Even better. We're going to chat. So, okay. I just had to get it out before that was one thing that I wanted to find out for sure before we got off the air today. And I wanted to make sure I didn't forget. So when I remembered, I said it. So.
Yeah, no, sorry. My dogs are going crazy. I do believe my wife may be coming home. But yeah, so yeah, no, if you know someone who's so inclined to try and get Gears in their market, they can definitely reach out to the band directly. Or mostly most business stuff kind of gets pushed to me. I got you. So we'll do that.
Lisa's
Have y'all been out playing a lot of shows, or do you have a lot lined up?
No, man, no, and we are itching really bad. I almost cursed, but yeah, we're itching really bad.
You can curse. Go ahead.
We're fucking rabidly.
Yeah. See how much more heartfelt
that
was? I mean, I know you mean it better that way. You know what I mean?
Man, it's fucking torture. Like, I don't know. I know. I will, I'm just as human as everyone else and just as guilty of, kind of taking things for granted sometimes, but I will tell you what, there's been some tours I've been on, you're just counting down the days to get home to the wife and kids and dogs and, some semblance of normalcy. And man, COVID, yeah, you kicked my ass, dude. I can't wait to get out and I can't wait to play. And, hopefully we get to do that soon. We did Central Florida Music Fest.
Nice.
Our Metal Fest. We did that back in August. But before that, we hadn't played a show since February 2020, right before lockdown.
Wow. So
we
out
had
of
a bunch of stuff in the works, and it just got kind of thrown away.
So we get nosy about stuff here, and so out of all the places that you've played, what's been one of your favorite venues that you played?
I can't say one. I'll give you a bunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you a bunch. Got to say, the Machine Shop. Kevin always takes really good care of all the bands. All the bands love playing there. I caught the interview right before with Any Given Sin, which, by the way, they worked with the same producer that we work with, Chris Dawson.
I got you.
So we kind of have like a little band family there, even though we've never met. But there was just a Dingbats. That's like a true hometown venue. I was playing there when, as long as they've been open, I've been playing there. And the owner, Freddie, and Donna, who she's was the one who always booked my bands and stuff like that, when I was coming up. They're awesome people. I love that place. It's a dirty rock joint, and then across the street is their other bar, which is kind of like it's kind of like just a neighborhood like beer and shot place. Everybody knows everybody else. You walk in and it's like cheers. Norm. That kind of thing happens.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, man. I love playing the Orlando markets, the Haven, Maria, and those promoters down there, Josh and Henry. They've always been really good to us. I actually just recently got to play one of my favorite venues of all time. I lived in LA for a lot of years, and I moved out of LA quite a few years back, and I got to play the Whiskey for the first time in 8 years, I think it was, with a previous band. We did a reunion show out there. So that's, Big Mike, my man, takes good care of me when I'm out there. But yeah, that's a few of them.
I'm not a musician, but I sure would love to step foot into the Whiskey just once.
Yeah.
Just step foot in there.
One of those man, when I lived in LA, we played in so many different places. We played, the Viper Room, we played the Roxy, we played, Key Club back in the day. And like something about the Whiskey is just, you just walk in and, for me, first time I played there, I automatically took me back to like Oliver Stone, The Doors, the movie,
Right.
And it just totally threw me back. And it was a very cool thing. And I've probably played there, I don't know, maybe 50 times in my life. And
Wow.
Each time is always real special.
I like it.
Yeah.
So what do you think from your time in the music business, from when you started to where we're at now in life with the music business, digital, all of that? What do you think is the main difference and the biggest difference that we're at now?
Man, it's really a double-edged sword. What I'm about to say is like, it's awesome that we have all this technology where you can make great sounding records without having to go into these $100,000 project studios. Also the social media, the accessibility that we have. That's so cool. You can reach out to your favorite artist on a Facebook message or a Instagram, DM, Twitter, whatever. And I mean, they may not respond, but then they might. And I mean, I can't imagine when I was growing up, I was always like, older bands, but I can't imagine like being able to like reach out to like John Bonham or David Bowie or Tommy Lee and like have them like, even if they never responded, just the fact that you can really do that. Like you can really do that. That's real life. So It's kind of cool. The interconnectivity is cool, but the other side of it is I feel like there's no mystique anymore. I feel like you can just go on somebody's social media and you can see all about them. You know what I mean? Like, a big one for me when I was really young, when I was maybe a teenager, when Marilyn Manson came out, it was like, that dude was so shocking and so cool, cool to me. Cause it was like, you didn't see someone like just not giving a fuck like that, just going and doing what they want, being crazy and shit. And the music was good too. But it was like, like behind closed doors, your mind runs wild and it's like, I bet you that dude's fucking crazy as fuck. But he also could have been like, home in like a white sweater, like doing like Wally and the Beef type stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it could have been a total stage persona. Now, I mean, history has, told us, kind of what he's been about. But I mean, it's like, there's no mystique. Sometimes it's cool to not know everything about the artist, to me,
Yeah.
I know this new generation, social media has just put so much connectivity in their hands that, I don't really know that they've ever had to like wonder about somebody, just go on their Instagram. It's like, oh, there's their dogs, there's their kids, there's their house.
They've never had to wonder
car.
about anything when it comes to any random fact or knowing who the 15th president was or anything. It's all at their fingertips. So we're speaking on a world that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, man. So it's cool. I mean, it's like I'm not that old, and sometimes I just feel really old.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, where if anybody's looking to find Gears on social media, where they gonna find you guys at the most?
Oh man, we're on all of them. We're on Twitter at @officialgears1. We're on Instagram at gearsbandofficial. YouTube.com/gearsbandofficial. That has all the videos and stuff. Facebook.com/gearsbandofficial. If you type a combination of Gears and official in on Google, you will find us. Website gearsofficial.com. That'll give you all of it.
Our good friend Matt James just put it in all the Facebook. Put everything there. There's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify.
My man, Matt, thank you.
Instagram. So they're all there for you. Josh wants to know, what about MySpace? So,
man, I'm really mad because apparently you can still have access to your MySpace.
You can.
But I'm not one of those lucky people. I mean, I got so much cool stuff on there that I would like to go reminisce about. I'm the worst at taking pictures and like, I'm such an in the moment person. Like the people that have like the phones up and they're like, I used to get like so mad at them because I'm like, man, just live in the moment. You're not enjoying the moment because you're concentrating on the video and the pictures and stuff. But then, and I'm that guy, when I'm at a show, my phone is off. I'm checking out the band, I'm having drinks, I'm talking to friends, that kind of thing.
Right.
So it's like, but sometimes I really regret not documenting some of the cool stuff that I've been able to do.
So my old MySpace. So when I worked at the radio station, I had an email address from the radio station. That's how I created my MySpace, was with that email address. That server doesn't exist anymore. You can't access those emails. You can't. So I can't remember the password. So I can't get it sent to me. I can't.
Damn, you went Hillary Clinton on your email, man. That's cool. I like
man.
that.
I did.
From what I understand, though, the content's not there anymore. I jumped on it.
I found a picture. I found my profile picture.
Right. There's profile pictures, but like all the messages that were said or whatever, the back and forth stuff is.
Oh yeah, no. But there's still pictures there and everything. So, but I mean, back in those days,
might be a good thing.
It's great that I probably can't see those pictures anymore.
I don't know, man. It's like I did the same thing. I like searched my name out and I could see my name. And I mean, I don't know if do you guys remember the band Brand New?
Yes.
Okay. They were like one of my favorite bands in MySpace time. And my name on MySpace was I Believe You, but my Tommy Gun Don't, from one of their songs.
Right.
So I saw it. It comes up, still has the screen name and everything, but I couldn't get into it. I don't even know what password I would have been using at that point. But then somebody told me, it's like, oh, yeah, you probably guessed the password right. You just can't get into it because you're not one of the lucky ones. So any of you, millions watching at home, if you have MySpace pictures with me, send them my way.
There you go.
I would love to see them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we want to thank you for spending a little time with us tonight. I will be reaching out to you shortly, probably within the next 45 minutes or so, to see if we can chat about some things. But thank you so much. Check out Gears. We'll find out if they won the grudge match here in just a little bit as well. But Jimmy, man, you guys are doing some good stuff. I'm glad that we can help you promote it.
Yeah, man, I can't thank you guys enough. Really appreciate you guys pushing it, and thanks for having me on. Not a lot of people want to talk to the drummer. You know what I mean?
You know what?
We love drummers on this show.
I told you, I have a soft spot in my heart for the drummers.
So. Oh, my man. Yeah. Oh, man. I appreciate you guys.
No, thank you. Have a good night.
See you.